Now today I have something super cool, and I am just ecstatic that I found this and struck a deal with a guy on what's supposed to be a new inbox. 1990 Knights Stronghold, part of the Black Monarch / Black Knight castle faction. And this is when they kind of transitioned into Black Knights. As you can see, it has Black Knights, but it kind of has the Black Monarch castle look to it. And this box is in really good condition. That is crazy good. This tape is still on. We'll get to that in a second. But this is 6059 Knights Stronghold, new in box. Just look at those alternative models. Those are super cool. From 1990, and I think they just kind of kept it in the catalog, as far as I know, until 92. But just look at that beautiful box. It's got a little bit of mold or something on it. From being stored maybe in the attic or whatever, but that is just pristine. That is awesome. So here we go, we're gonna open it up. Now, in talking with the guy, there we go, there's a side picture. In talking with the guy, he finally, I struck a deal with him because he finally brought up that it sounded like it was shaking around in the box, all the pieces. And so he ended up opening it. This is what he told me. And just to check and see how things were. So let's open it and see what he found. So of course I got a better deal on that. But it's got the tray. And it is unfortunately already been opened. And now he said that he found it with disintegrated bags in it. And I said to leave the bags. But he did not and replaced the bag. So let's check it out and see what kind of condition it is. So I'm disappointed I don't have the original bags, but so far so good. The pieces look pretty good, and they look kind of like disassembled, like they would be new. They look pretty clean. So we'll check that out in a second. This is really cool though. Inside you've got the tray, and then you've got it still feels crisp, pristine instruction manual. No rips or tears, nothing. Just perfectly pristine, every page. A little bit of creasing, but that may just be from carrying it around. Yeah, barely any creasing. That looks pretty new, you know? So, all in all, pretty promising, and there's some more cool stuff in here. This, I don't think I can even fit this on the camera. He's got an awesome poster, and it feels like I'm unfolding it. It's stiff and hard to unfold, like it's new. Or like it hasn't been put up and unfolded. Now, this is amazing. Of course, there's the original catalog in the back, and then there's a huge poster. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get all this on the camera. That is just epic. I remember looking at this scene and trying to rebuild it over and over as a kid. That is just amazing. Look at that. I'll try to do a shot of this later in a better angle. But there you go, you've got this. This is obviously was in the store around 1993, because I don't see any Crusaders in here. So this would have had to have been 93-ish when these came out. So this must have been a later edition of the Knights Stronghold. So there's the Black Knight section. Dragon Masters came out in 93, so here's the Black Knight section. And there's a wolf pack. So, man, this was the year. How cool is that? We'll go through this later, I guess, because I just don't have room on this camera shot. But, of course, you've got the other stuff from 93. So this says new. So, yeah, that came out 93 or 94. Yeah, I think 93. I had that one. And these, so it's got the pirate stuff. It's got, yeah, 1993 came out with this Ice Planet. So this was the year. This is when we had pretty much everything you see in these catalogs. We had every single one. Most of the town, but not everything. I've got this one. I actually have my original one that I found from a family member. So could do a video on that someday. But this is amazing. Oh my goodness. I am so geeking out. And then there's an extra page. Not exactly sure. That's for some reason a separate page. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's torn from something. It feels like it's been folded there, flattened forever. It doesn't feel like it was a part of this poster. There's the part in the catalog where you can extra pieces. There's the model team and technically there's that train stuff. So all in all, that's amazing. Oh, I'm so geeking out. Let's check out the pieces. So I'll kind of put this over to the side, take really good care of it. Just gonna go ahead and dump them because, I mean, the guy counted them up. The guy counted them up and dumped them, and so I kind of lose that experience, but that's okay. As long as they're new or, you know, not old. I do see a little bit of hair or dust or something, but all in all, to be honest, let me pull this down. All in all, to be honest, they're very clean. They feel new. They feel like when I opened the Smuggler Hay card out of the bags. There are some scratches. Ooh, that looks a little rough there on the edge. I'm not sure. I mean, a lot of the pieces do look new. Yeah, that's an interesting scratch, but what's weird is they're sort of uniformed, and they were kind of like that. They came kind of like that, so that's cool. Let it slide. This guy, I don't like that he's got some, but I mean, if it's been banged around and carried from house to house in this box, you would expect, I guess, a little bit of scratching. What's kind of giving it away for me is that these guys are all like that, upside down, and that's kind of different, and they're really stiff. So I don't know, it looks pretty good. Either somebody did a really, really, really good job washing them. This is really stiff though, super stiff. Or they are new and the guy just kind of put them in a new bag so they would stay better. Or somebody opened it. Yeah, it stinks that the feathers are off the spool, but it could be that somebody opened it, built it, since there's a few fingernail marks on them from the sides, like pulling them off. Could be that somebody, I don't know, that looks pretty good. It looks pretty new, shiny, new. Could be that somebody opened it, built it, and then put it back. That would be my guess. But all in all, the condition is pretty much, look at how clean that is. Look at that. There's no scratch on that. Look at that. So it's like new. So man, this is quite an experience. All right, let's get to building. Okay, so here we have the completed set, 6059 Knights Stronghold from 1990 from the Black Knights line of castle. And this one is in fantastic condition. So I think my verdict is that yes, this is brand new. And if you've ever built a new Lego set and taken the pieces out of the bags, you know how they feel. And they all feel brand new. There's not hardly a scratch on any piece. And every piece is there in pristine condition. The minifigures are tight on there. Their legs are not floppy. Their arms aren't floppy everywhere. All the pieces are just firm and like brand new. So I'm just ecstatic. I'm over the moon that I actually found this in new condition, even though the bags had been ripped open or had disintegrated, was what I was told. But I do believe the guy that it is in new condition, because they definitely, like I said, feel new. If you've ever built a new Lego set, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And these are all old gray pieces in pristine condition, and you can really tell with those pieces if they've been used or chewed on or faded or all kinds of scratches, that kind of stuff. You can really tell with those pieces. And these are just brand spanking new. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, this is an awesome set. I wish that the feathers were on the spool still. That would be even more proof, but I do actually have the other two. This big Kirby one and the little infamous tiny blue one. So that's definitely part of the proof as well that this was a new set, and then somebody opened the bags or attempted to open them, or quote, they disintegrated. I don't know what that means. But I've never seen that before, even in old sets. But I mean, if you've experienced that kind of thing, let me know in the comments. I love this set because of its size and just kind of its striking appearance, and you get the one and only Black Falcon Knight with a new helmet. Whatever these are, these knight helmets that open and close, which just looks so good and so striking. Mostly you see the guy with it open. And then the Black Falcons are attacking the gate. This doesn't quite roll as easily as I thought it did, but it does roll. Sorry. This is like a catapult. And it works pretty well, but not as well as I thought it would. And you just take it like this, pull this pin out, and the weight of this drops and hits it. It's kind of just, it goes a lot, or it's a lot, it doesn't shoot as high as I thought it might, but it still works pretty well. I guess they're trying to knock down the door, in a sense, or the walls. And so that's really cool. You get a couple of Black Falcons, and then let's take a look at the inside of this thing. But yeah, no missing pieces. Everything was just as it should be. This door is really, really cool. This is like the second or third set that this came in. I think the King's Mountain Fortress was the first one to have these big brown door things. Those are really cool. I could be wrong on that. I'm just kind of speaking off the cuff, so. But this kind of bends like that, which is pretty cool. I kind of like it to be sort of a V shape. I think that's my favorite sort of positioning. But then again, it functions as a pretty good wall, and it's got these pins and holes on the ends that you could attach to something. Whether that's that Black Monarch castle, probably that's what it's really meant for, but I'm going to attempt to put it in my display somewhere and to help guard the stable. And then also, you know, it might attach to the Black Knight castle. We'll see. I don't know. Do a video on that. But it comes with 3 Black Knight minifigures. One is a crossbowman. One's a spearman. And then one is this guy with the axe. All the shields, further proof, have 0 scratch on them. They're just like extremely pristine. Like, so this is a like new set, and I'm over the moon. I'm floored. Because I love to build the sets. I don't want to just leave them in the box. I know that's kind of selfish and weird, but the experience of taking the new pieces out that have been barely untouched, that are brand new, the way they feel and the way it builds is just like when I was a kid. Like it is unreal. Like it really takes you back to that. Oh yeah, quick thing I was going to mention about. I don't know why they didn't give crossbowmen a quiver, because I think that would make sense. That's something I thought of recently. But this has like kind of a barred area here. You could just aim and shoot, I guess, an arrow and hang out that way. And then it has a little jail thing where you could capture someone, you could stick them in the jail. But not much to this set. It's just more of a, I think it's more of a gate to something else, or use your imagination and build something and attach it on there, or yeah, attach it to another set that you think it might fit with. But all in all, love this set. It's the Knights Stronghold. I am so excited that I found one.